Pardons for everyone and an emergency at the southern border. It's 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 things you need to know in about 10 minutes for Tuesday, January 21st, 2025. I'm Derek Gilbert. Item number 5 today, pardon me, was clearly the most popular saying at Biden family gatherings over the holidays because it seems like everybody in the family now has one. The last act of Joe Biden's presidency on his way out the door Sunday, Joe Biden granted pardons, full and unconditional pardons, to his brother Jim, his brother Frank, his sister Sarah, his sister Valerie, and his brother-in-law John Again, full and unconditional pardon for, quote, any nonviolent offenses against the United States which they may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through the date of this pardon, end quote. What could they have been doing from January 1st of 2014 through this past Sunday? Okay, January 1st, 2014 is when Joe Biden basically began taking over U.S. foreign policy with Ukraine. Just speculating here. President Biden also issued large-scale preemptive pardons for various never-Trumpers, including General Mark Milley, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and members and staff of the Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack. Now, it's not uncommon, in fact, it's customary for presidents on their way out of office to issue pardons, grant clemency, but these are usually offered to ordinary Americans who've been convicted of a crime, not to family members who haven't even been investigated, much less charged or convicted. This is new, this is novel, this is an untested, and it may have legal implications that President Biden's handlers have not yet considered. We'll see what happens when President Trump's Department of Justice and his new Attorney General Pam Bondi takes over. Topic number 4, executive orders. President Trump issued 10 executive orders Monday related to immigration and the border, declaring a national emergency at our southern border. This will allow the Department of Defense to deploy troops, the military, and the National Guard to protect the border. Don't know how many troops will be sent, if any. That's up to the DOD to decide. Trump also declared a national energy emergency, which could allow him to unlock powers to speed up permits for pipelines and power plants, which is a good thing. As we've been telling you, the demand for power by data centers, the growth of artificial intelligence, meaning we need to unlock sources of dependable energy, translated not solar or wind, and to do it in a hurry. This could open the Alaska wilderness for more oil and gas drilling as well. It was also reported by ABC News early Monday afternoon, not yet confirmed as of this recording Monday afternoon, that President Trump intended to issue pardons for nearly everyone charged and or convicted for their involvement in the riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th of 2021. Now, again, not confirmed as of this recording, but it was interesting as these reports were coming out on ABC News, watching reporters for legacy media's heads explode as they considered the possibility of insurrectionists actually being set free. Topic number 3, collusion, a word we've heard the last 8 years in connection with Russia and Donald Trump. A charge that's been totally debunked. But in this context, it's actually members of the intelligence community and the Biden campaign in 2020. Donald Trump will suspend the security clearances of 51 former intelligence officials who were found to have coordinated with the Joe Biden presidential campaign in 2020 to discredit credible and serious allegations contained on Hunter Biden's laptop about his family's influence peddling operation. This could be the reason that President Biden issued those pardons on his way out the door. According to Fox News, citing a senior administration official, Trump will take action against the so-called spies who lie, so named by the New York Post, as one of at least 100 executive orders he planned to sign on Monday. Not only did federal investigators eventually confirm that Hunter Biden's laptop was not Russian disinfo, but was, in fact, authentic. A report last June from the House Subcommittee on the Weaponization of Federal Government and the Permanent Select Subcommittee on Intelligence found that the 51 former intelligence officials the statement on Hunter Biden was a blatant political operation from the start, that it was triggered by a phone call From a top Biden campaign official, the outgoing Secretary of State Antony Blinken is clearly rewarded for his service, to former Deputy Central Intelligence Agency Director Mike Morrell. Hi, Mike. Tony here. I've got a job I need you to do. Morrell has admitted that he wrote the letter at the instigation of Blinken and then roped in his colleagues in the intelligence community to claim that, nope, nothing to see here, Russian disinformation, which, again, the Biden Justice Department was forced to admit was untrue, that the Hunter Biden laptop was legit. Well, for their participation in that political operation against President Trump, they're losing their security clearances. Topic number 2, pushback to the hostage deal. Talked about this yesterday. On Sunday, 78 terrorists out of 90 were released from Ofer prison in Israel as part of the hostage release agreement with Hamas. And settlers in Judea and Samaria, what the world calls the West Bank, blocked roads intended for the return of those terrorists in order to, and I'm using their words now, prevent the next massacre. According to the settlers, the terrorists released on Sunday were expected to return to various locations across Judea and Samaria, including Jerusalem, Shechem, which is Nablus, Hebron, Jericho, Bethlehem, Jenin, Gush Etzion, Ramallah, and Tulkarm. Messages on settlers' forums online warned, quote, all residents of Judea and Samaria are in danger. The locations of these villages are close to major roads and settlements in Judea and Samaria. There is almost no settlement in Judea and Samaria that does not have a village nearby where a freed terrorist is returning, end quote. This, again, is tensions and emotions very high on both sides in Israel. I can only imagine how I would feel if it was our daughter who was one of those being held for the last 15 months in Gaza. But I also understand that the 30-for-1 exchange rate, 1,000 terrorists for 33 hostages, that is disturbing, and I understand why there are those in Israel who are not happy with this deal. Coming up, artificial intelligence being given friendliness tuning. Will that prevent Skynet? Also, again, a special announcement. If you donated to Skywatch TV in 2024, stay tuned for a special word straight ahead on 5 and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now you can help the Skywatch TV ministry continue to broadcast the gospel of Jesus Christ to the four corners of the world and receive your very own copy of this incredible new work when you order the Destination Earth Ultra Collection. This incredible collection not only includes the brand new book Destination Earth, Ancient Aliens, the Ancient of Days, and the ancient plot to hybridize humanity that reveals for the first time ever Christ's own words that refute the alien God interpretation, who and what aliens originally were according to the Bible, how they fit into the Antichrist's agenda, and more. But you'll also receive the documentary film, The Great Delusion, the second coming of Earth's oldest enemy, that exposes why the Vatican is in possession of a telescope named Lucifer, why the ancient and mysterious civilization known as the Anasazi suddenly disappeared from historic record, how alien abductions might be connected with chapter 6 of the book of Genesis, and so much more, featuring legendary interviews with Dr. Chuck Missler, L.A. Marzulli, Dr. Thomas Horn, Nick Pope, and more. But that's not all. You'll also receive the best-selling book, Encounters, Extraordinary Accounts of Angelic Intervention and What the Bible Actually Says About God's Messengers by Allie Anderson and Donna Howell. This paradigm-shattering work details true accounts of angelic intervention as told by those who have experienced them. It reveals how misconceptions regarding angels came to be and how the early church unintentionally propagated the myth that these beings are weak, and frameworks the fierce capacity of angels' powers, including their strength in warfare, ability to fly, and how they manipulate earthly elements to carry out God's will, and more. All of these items hold a retail value of over $65. Yours now for your donation of only $45, which includes free shipping to all U.S. orders. Support the ministry of Skywatch TV today. You can scan the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity. You can also visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the Destination Earth Ultra Collection right now.
Item number 1 today, AI being trained to be less rude. Google giving its AI language models politeness training to teach it how not to be so rude to people that interrupt it while it's speaking. So last year, it launched Notebook LM. That's a service that allows people to create AI-generated podcast conversations. I've heard some of these. They sound like two hosts, male and female, who are reading what sound like almost human, very natural-sounding voices. It's actually kind of scary. In December, Notebook LM launched a new feature, interactive mode. This allows users to call in to a podcast, but the AI hosts reacted, shall we say, about as well as a guy with purple hair to being misgendered at a coffee shop in Portland. You get what I'm saying. The hosts would respond with phrases indicating annoyance, like, "I was getting to that," and "as I was about to say." Well, the VP of Google Labs, Josh Woodward, told TechCrunch this was oddly adversarial. And Notebook LM's team announcing that they're working on some friendliness tuning. This means feeding the AI scripts on how to handle interruptions in a more friendly manner. Friendliness tuning. Hopefully, this is how we will prevent being taken over by our AI overlords. Well, this week on Skywatch TV, we continue our discussion about the new book I co-authored with Donna Howell and Allie Anderson about the UFO, UAP, alien abduction phenomenon, Destination Earth. This week we talk about the occult origins of the ancient aliens concept. Now, that's not original research to us. We cite the authors of the books that we used for the research here in the book, but we show you step by step the links in the chain between Aleister Crowley and Helena Blavatsky, some of the most influential occultists ever, and the ancient aliens concept. It's just repackaged theosophy. Don't miss the programs. You can watch it right now at skywatchtv.com. All of our video content is always available at our website. You can also watch it over the air. Our broadcast schedule is posted at skywatchtv.com/channels. Now, you can watch it on a set-top box if you've got Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, or a smart TV preloaded with one of those platforms. Add the Skywatch TV channel to it, and you get all of our video content right there on the big screen. You can also watch it over the internet, youtube.com/@skywatchtelevision, rumble.com/skywatchtv, or download it all right into your smartphone or tablet, bypassing the gatekeepers of big tech. And we've got apps available for free for iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire phones and tablets. And to make it easy to find the right app, we've got links to the app stores at skywatchtv.com/app. As I mentioned before the break, if you donated to Skywatch TV in 2024, thank you. Thank you for your support. And if you're looking for a receipt for your donation, so you can provide that to the IRS, completely understandable, we are sending those out this year via email. It's a way to try to save on the postage, which, again, thankfully, is quite a lot. And that's because you've been so generous in your support. So again, if you're waiting on a receipt from Skywatch TV for your donation in 2024, keep your eye on your email, because that's how it will be coming to you. If you've got questions, you can contact us. We've got contact information at the website, skywatchtv.com. Look for the Contact Us page. Follow 5 in 10 online. We're at YouTube at 5 in 10, on X, formerly Twitter, at 5_in_10. And thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.